At Motovated, one of the things I'm most proud of is we've done all kinds of really cool things, and that's what I wanted for my business. When I created Motovated, it was about amazing engineering. How can we create amazing engineering? And it comes from a why. Why do I do what I do? Well, why did I develop Motovated? And the reason I developed Motovated is when I came here, I came as an engineering analyst. So I couldn't do what I wanted to do when I moved to New Zealand. So what I did do was I created a business. I said, well, I know this is valuable. I know that every guy that's inventing something in his backyard, if he had a little bit of math and physics, and it doesn't take much, so you talk about Pareto Principle, and the way I think of it is 20% of the time invested will give you 80% of the value out of any process. Yeah, it's the same thing. And if you talk about analysis, it's like Pareto Principle on steroids. So if I do 10% of the analysis that I did for Boeing or Hercules Aerospace, I'll get 90% of the value that I was giving to Hercules or Boeing. 10% of the effort gives me 90% of the value. That's what I focused on when I started my business. Look, I can just look at your thing and throw a MathCAD document together, and it'll get me a long ways to understanding the real challenges of your machine. If I expand that into some FEA or something like that, I'll be further along that path. But every incremental investment doesn't get you that much further along the line. Do you know what I mean? So when I talk to clients now, while we are probably the leading expert in computational solid mechanics as it's applied to actual living machines in New Zealand, so in machine design, iteration of machine design, I would say we're the best. That doesn't really serve our clients very much. What serves our clients a lot more is that we're a lot better at MathCAD than anyone else. So if you talk about the tools you learned in mechanics and materials, the tools you learned in statics and dynamics, mechanics materials, that's what is the fundamental thing that we apply to everybody's machine that Motovated designs, and that's where the real value lies, that 10%. If I go into FEA, that helps. If I go into CFD, that helps. But I've got to know how to validate it. I've got to know how to make sure that what I'm doing in FEA or CFD is right, so I have to do the MathCAD first anyways.